About a year ago now, I started to see a really big shift in the number sequences I was seeing. So, like 8 years ago, when my spiritual awakening really started happening, I was getting the sets of three repeating, which I think is more known as the traditional angel numbers. And my biggest one was 444 all the time, all the time. It was just amazing to the point it was undeniable to me. And this was what was awakening me to there's something more than just this tangible 3D reality. What is happening here? And it would be then all of them, right? Like 222, 333, 444, 777, 888, 555, all of that. Just started blowing up in my world. And so I got a lot of that during the beginning of my spiritual awakening. And just this last year, a year ago, I think it was like this particular day and this sequence, I just started seeing a different thing. And it was 765, 321, and then also 234, 456. And I remember sending a little voice clip, a message to my sister at the time. And she's very used to this, also on a spiritual ascension journey and awakening and all the things. And is just a huge, just anchoring energy for me. And so my message will look like this. Something's happening. I don't know what it is. And so I'm just dropping a line so I can follow up with you later. And this is a little anchor point for me on this. So I told her, like, I'm seeing these countdown numbers and these count up numbers, and it's undeniable. I really don't know what it is, but I feel excited. I feel some excitement energy around it. And I recorded some videos about those numbers around a similar time. So you can see them further down below. And I'll have to watch back later to see what I said about them. I wonder if it's similar, but probably not, because I feel like now is the time where I have way more of a sense of truth and knowingness and validation through my own journey and through what I am seeing unfold for all of the clients that I work with on what this really means. And at the time, my human mind, that when you are led by your soul, when you are on this ascension process, which is all about a recalibration of your identity from the more 3D surface level human aspects of sense of self to the truth of the oversoul, the soul frequency energy. This is the eternal essence that you carry, that you have carried across lifetimes, right? This is recalibration, this is ascension. And it is a shift to being driven and guided primarily from the human conscious programmed mind, logical reasoning, analytics, the associations that we have learned from this limited lifespan to date. And we're moving into being guided through that compass of the heart chakra, which is your soul's essence, being guided by your oversoul. This guidance is opening up higher wisdom and an access to things that can't completely be held well by the human mind alone. And so naturally, this is the coming into an ability to hold the do I want to say tolerance here, or more so like a more humble, loose energy of allowance, not tolerance, allowance for the human mind to be playing catch up. We're going to allow that. We're going to allow that. The human mind's not in the lead. It's going to be playing catch up to understanding. And I don't even want to be saying understanding, but to be witnessing what is actually unfolding here. And this has very much been a part of my journey. So a year ago, when I was starting to see those sequences and go, whoa, what is this? And my mind really wanted to understand it from the place of my human consciousness being more linear and limited in its understanding, the way I wanted to understand that was, something is happening. What's about to happen? Like very future oriented and excited to see like a big surprise that's on its way to me. And I don't disagree with that, but it's different than what I would have expected, which was very, my mind was thinking I was going to be like, countdown 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then, okay, what's there? And now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's there? Right? And it hasn't moved in that kind of way. It is such more of a, it's about integration. It's an integration, it's a harmony, it's coming into that divine inner union of reclamation and recalibration to putting the essence of your true frequency, your true identity in the driver's seat of this vehicle that is our human experience. And so now, when I've talked about ascension, and I've used the analogy of the hot air balloon the most, so I'll go with that. This is what they showed me for me. With other people, it's more about like trees and scaling a tree that while we climb, we're meant to not avoid the branches that look like they're a little dead. We don't want to avoid those. We want to step on them because it's going to help your ascension. You're meant to not avoid those trees or those limbs that look a little dead because they are going to be reliable enough for you to step on it to propel yourself up. And while you have that equal force, 1, 2, 3 on the clock, as I am saying this, like you can't make it up. I love it. Oh my goodness, so sweet. Love, love, love. That was the cutest thing ever. I love it. So as you have that propelling upward, you're also snapping that dead limb off of the tree. And this is a critical part of the recalibration. And we know when we're thinking about pruning and vitality and life force energy, that the removal, the snipping off, the reduction, the dropping of these pieces is what is best for vitality and for health, right? And I always think that's such a sweet and miraculous thing itself, because from an attachment place and a limited human place, I would imagine myself, I don't know if other people think this, but I would imagine like cutting part of this thing off is going to like be damaging it. And it's no, it needs that, and it's going to be able to breathe better, right? And it's going to be able to shed what no longer serves and rise into its highest form of authenticity. And it's going to feel way better. It's going to feel way better. And so this is the analogy that has come through for other people, and particularly people who are very much like gardening, tenders of caretakers, tenders of the earth, that analogy comes through. For me, I have seen it as a hot air balloon most when they're representing to me this journey that I'm on with ascension. And so this has played out enough times with me and my energy and the moments when I'm seeing the sequence of the descending and the rising energies, a number sequence, excuse me, energies, Freudian slip. And it has happened enough time when I'm doing the work with clients that those sequences are happening. The descending numbers, the rising numbers are happening with them in our work at the exact time where now I'm matching what it actually means. It's unfolded enough for my human mind to expand into the capacity to comprehend, as it has left enough room to allow for the unfolding and the witnessing to provide it with the understanding, right? So what is happening when I'm seeing the 543 in session with somebody at a particular moment where spirit's really drawing my eye to it is we are working through an energy that no longer serves, that's not in alignment with the truth of their highest frequency and their soul's essence. And we're releasing, we're pulling it forward to extract and remove. We are pruning, we are releasing. 543, 321. We are dropping sandbags from the air balloon as we're ascending. 123. Our energy is becoming more calibrated to this truth of who we are. And I see that in the sessions. This person is having a miraculous, just love filled, can't even put words to it, experience where they've felt a homecoming energy with this inner child and this current version of self that they've never experienced, and they're in tears, love tears. 123, 345. We are rising into wholeness, and this is the more aligned energy to being able to function as a human being whose primary identity is driven from the seat of the soul's essence.